Hey y'all, hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Yeah, so today we're going to do a bit of a plan with me, a bit of a chat, and if that sounds good, stick around. If you like this video, like. If you want to hear me talk some more, subscribe, and you can even turn on your notifications and get it every time I start up. I have noticed I have not been saying that. I've just been kind of talking, and I thought I'd try to work it in somewhere. I don't know. I want to make this channel better. I want to kind of grow it and move it forward. And then I'm like torn into, maybe I just want to vlog about what I do and not freaking worry about it, which is what I do now, because it's just basically a Dear Diary of planner stuff for me. Yeah, and you're gonna hear the, hold on. Sorry, my husband was starting the lawnmower. He's got a mow. So yeah, like, I don't know how I want to move forward with this channel or what I want to do with it. I was going to do some more vlogging. I got some gear. I just have not had a chance to do that because our life has been pretty turmoil, a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. And so maybe I can get back to that. I did do a few vlogs. They're not very good, but you can see them on here. Not many people watch them, but maybe I can work on making those better too. But I don't know. I don't know what I want to do going forward. I'm struggling to make goals for 2026 with this channel. Most people drop off right about now, so if you are dropping off or you drop off soon, let me know why in the chat. It's because I talk too much. Is it my accent? I mean, I can do nothing about that, but at least I know why. Is it because I don't cover like topics? Is it because I talk too much? I have too much planner turmoil. You'll know I be confused all the time, and we're going to get into that too. But like, I like to just come here and talk at y'all like y'all are in the room. And then get some feedback in the comments and talk to y'all, but not everybody likes that. So I try to do that. I'm going to try to make it better for not only like new subscribers or people that like the way I do it, but like maybe you like something a little different, and I'm willing to do that. Just give me feedback. Let me know. Okay. That's all I have about that, because it is getting the end of the year, and I want to kind of figure out in 2026 how I'm going to go forward here. I just don't know how I want to do that. But anyway, that was a random intro. Random, very, very random. Because I think I've settled in Franklin Covey Compact. Because I'm a crazy person, I went through last night and I put all my inserts and all my stuff in every single cover I have, except my medium companions. I wanted to kind of see how they fit in here, and we'll do that. This is all my personal stuff. I think I'm going to clean some stuff out, and I may do that with you. So maybe a plan with me, maybe more of a going forward kind of thing, or figuring things out, or a chatty planner chat about things I want to do. I did every single cover I have except my medium companions. And so I can fit, I figured out what my problem was. So I can fit all of my inserts into all of my Amicas and everything and be fine. I figured out what was problem with the rust was that it's practically brand new and I hadn't rolled it or softened it up any, so it didn't have any give to it. And Amicas are very, very stiff. All right, sorry, my husband came by with the lawnmower and I had to wait, and the dog started barking and I'm like, so I could fit everything in my Amicas except the Amica rust. I rolled it and softened it up. I think if these are too overfilled. I like mine up to the edge, but these are a little much. I think if I maybe put 25mm rings in them, it wouldn't be so bad. It would give me a little more room, but I just think for these, I'm going to have to just put them on the shelf for now, which is fine. I said if all I had was these 3 on the shelf, my 3 medium companions on the shelf, I could do that. I can put up all my personal stuff. And I have them in a like little clear tub, and I'm going to put them in the top of my closet for a little while and get things out of the way, because I'm a very much out of sight, out of mind person. But anyways, I went through, they fit all of my Micas. My rust was better after I rolled it and de-stiffened it. I have it at the head of my bed, or like in my little cubby in my bed. So I'm going to roll it like every night and just kind of work on it, that kind of thing. I do have another VDS, like I said, coming, and it says it will be here Monday. It got stuck somewhere. Because I ordered it like towards the middle of the month. Pre-loved. So I think that gives me 3 Amicas, 2 VDS, and 2 Moterm personal luxes that I have. Plus I have the VDS undyed that is Franklin Covey compact size. It's a little big for me. I'm not used to my covers being that large. But that's okay. This snap closure I stretched, so now it will accommodate quite a bit. Like it's going to accommodate quite a bit, so it gives me plenty of stretch room. If you now listen, I don't endorse this, because if you ruin your planner and you don't like it, then that's your fault. Don't do what I say. I'm telling you how I did it. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. But what I do is I pull on it like quite a bit, like this. It gets it pretty warm. I stretch it out. I make sure that I grab it on the sides, I grab it on each side, I grab it down the middle to make sure it stretches evenly. I pull on it. Is it good for your planner? I have no idea, but you can see where it kind of stretches it out, and then it does have give room. It'll stretch out your strap. So I did that with this. It helped. It gave it extra room in here. It gave, I've been working on this with my Rust Amica, my Apaca Amica, my Toscana Amica, my Undyed Amica. Oh, I have 4 Amicas. 4. I forgot about the Toscana Gold. I did that with all of their straps, and it does have the other 3, and it does give me extra room. I can get my pen in there, and because I was working with them last night, I had like a pile of planners on my bed, and I just kept moving stuff from cover to cover. I was like, okay, what if I stay in Franklin Covey Compact? How many covers does that give me? And you can see, like, it fits in all the other covers, but what cover did I jump back into? This one. I am loving this cover right now, like, so it's fine. I don't know why I had meltdown about the rust when I keep jumping back into this. But anyway, I went through them all. I figured out that the only 3 I have to put on the shelf is my 3 medium companions, and I think I'm going to be happy with that for now. So the Franklin Covey Compact is going to stay for a little while. I think I also have a little planner. I don't know what to put it. I worry that people won't watch because I'm in Franklin Covey Compact. I worry that I lost viewers because of Franklin Covey Compact. I don't get as much engagement and people don't watch because I'm in Franklin Covey Compact and not personal because it's a more popular size. I also have a lot of that negative self-talk around whether I'm an actual planner, since I'm in, like, I'm more of a functional planner. I don't do like a lot of stickers all the time. Sorry, Morgan. So I have a lot of negative self-talk about that, whether it's functional, because I do functional and it's not a lot of stickers all the time. I have issues that, you know, most channels that have a lot of viewers, they have a lot of planners, and I just can't do that because of my brain. It's just wired differently, I guess. It gives me a lot of anxiety. And I know logically none of that should matter. And that's kind of why I went with Franklin Covey Compact. I was like, because this is what my brain needs right now, or what I need. I need the extra room, and it's really making me feel comfortable in here, having all the stuff, all my, you know, things, a little extra wide, because even setting this up, I was like, no, that's not really something. Like, trying to get back to writing in here was a stretch. It gave me a lot of anxiety. And I think planner hopping, if you're going to do planner hopping, I think it should be a fun experience. It shouldn't be riddled with anxiety. It was so bad that my executive dysfunction and you know, decision fatigue and analysis paralysis all kicked in, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So while I chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these personal inserts and kind of see what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to throw away. I will keep some of the stuff that I know will be like good even when I come back to it, let's say next year. But I'm going to get rid of the stuff that is dated for this year because I really want to spend the rest of the year in here. And then stuff that I know will no longer exist or be so out of date or updated when I come back to it that it'll be obsolete. So while I talk, I'm going to do that. You know, it's just... it's hard. This planner, you know, sometimes this planner community can get a little much. Like, you have so much choice and you have so much, so much out there that it can become overwhelming. It can become, I think that's where we get into the talk about consumerism and things like that. Whether we, you know, consume too much, or, I mean, and honestly, it's hard to have the planner community without consumerism. I mean, it's not. But the planner community in the current state without consumerism is hard, because you have like really fancy planners, you have really fancy kits, you have really fancy specialized paper. You have specialized you know, lots of specialized kits, and I think these would probably still be good. Actually, I think my books will probably still be pretty accurate. Okay. You have so many options. 10,000 places make planners now. You know, it's hard to talk about because, I mean, you can stir up a lot in the planner community talking about it. And as somebody that tries to stay out of the tea, so to speak, I try not to get into it too much because I do believe that people get to do what they want. So, it's hard to tell, you know. I think people get to do what they want. They get to spend their money how they want. They get to live their life how they want. I don't care if, you know, what you put your money into is your business. It's, I don't know what I'm trying to say. If you understand this conversation and you get it, you've been in the planner community, you know what's going on, kind of. These are dated, those Amazon dated monthlies. I like them because I just don't have to print them, but I said I was not going to print them I was not going to buy them next year because I don't like that they're on basically stock paper. I like mine thin, and it's one of the things I like about my Franklin Covey Compact is it's on Kokuyo paper. So, but anyways, roundabout to say, it leads to a lot of negative self-talk for me. I get a lot of nasty comments sometimes. I do. But I think that's being on the internet. I think people are very brave behind a keyboard, and, you know, I think depersonalization is a thing. We are desensitized to that people behind a camera are actually, you know, actual people. Yeah, and I think that's can be an issue because you may be less likely to do what you want and more likely to go with whatever's popular just so that you can be part of the in crowd. And I'm not going to say that I'm not, you know, influenced by that, because I think everybody is. We all want to have a community. But I can't let that dictate, you know, what I do in my life. And logically, I know that. I still fall prey to it sometimes. I still have anxiety about it sometimes because I get the FOMO just like everybody else. I want to do things that are popular. I want to do things that are popular so that people will like my channel and engage and all that stuff. This is my reference information. I'm gonna go through it real quick. This is like information I could probably keep that's not going to change all that much. All right, so this is what I got left. This is like lists and book lists and meal lists and zoning lists and budget, a few budget things that I know will kind of stay relevant. So I'm gonna put this and these few things. Okay, the lawnmower came by again. Sorry, he's trying to get it mowed before the rain. It's fixing to rain, and our lawnmower has been broken. We just got it fixed, and we also had to get a new tire put on it and some other stuff. So it's been down for a minute. So anyway, so he's trying to get that done before the rain kicks in. Anyway, I'm gonna put all this stuff in these little clear planner things that I have that hold like my extra inserts and stuff. I'm gonna dedicate one to my personal stuff, and these are all the personal inserts I have left. There's honestly not a bunch. I pretty much cleaned out. I went through my inserts the other night of these and my Franklin Covey compact inserts of inserts I no longer will use. There's some few trackers, but like inserts I don't use anymore that I won't use. So I went through all of those and kind of cleaned them out too. And then these will go up. Also, I have a bag full of like dashboards and stuff that I'm putting up in my box too of things. And so that's all I have left of my personal. And then all of this I will throw away because I really want to spend the rest of the year in Franklin Covey Compact. And then if at the beginning of the year I decide, you know, I've had enough or it's not fitting my lifestyle. Okay, if I've, you know, decided that Franklin Covey Compact is, I want to change or something, I don't think it's unreasonable to give it till the end of the year to make that decision. I don't think that's unreasonable to commit. Like I said, I said it at the beginning, I was going to commit to the last 90 days of the month, or the 90 days of the year, into Franklin Covey Compact. So everything I have in here will pretty much be obsolete when I come back, or it's stuff that I no longer like will reference or anything like that. So that's that. All of this goes in the trash. I know, sacrilege, but it does make my brain happy. All right, so let's talk some more about Franklin Covey Compact. Here's the thing. It doesn't really matter if I'm in Franklin Covey Compact or personal because my system is the same. All of these inserts are all the same. It's not going to make a difference. It really doesn't make a difference because it all plans the same. It's literally the same system. It's just a different size, and that's what I don't think people get sometimes. Like I watch ring planner videos, be it A5, Franklin Covey Compact, personal, B6, personal wide. It really doesn't matter to me. I'll watch some book bound only because, and this is controversial too, a lot of the book bound is journaling or kits or the same setup all the time. And that's not always true with ring planners. That's not always true with ring planners. One of the things I like about ring planners is that I can change things up. November's going to be a change up for me. I got some ideas about how I want to do November, going into November, I should say. I printed them off, realized I printed off the wrong ones. Then I printed off the ones that I made that were the right ones, but then I realized I messed something up on them, so I'm going to fix that and then print them off again, which is something you can't do with a bound book. You can't just switch up your you know, unless you have like a bullet journal or something. But if you buy a bound book, you can't switch up your layout whenever you want. And that was one of the things that frustrated me, you know, or you can't like have lists that are good all year or something like that, because you might not stay in that, you know, if you bullet journal. Well, maybe some people, if you only do monthlies and weeklies, if you're a weekly planner, you probably have no problem just being in one book. But I'm a daily planner, and just about any size I'm in, it's a day on 2 pages that I have to do. That's what my brain likes. So I know that I have to account for that, and that's not always possible in a bound book. But anyway, long chatty rant. I guess that's a long chatty rant. I don't know. Is this video making any sense at all? Will you even see this? I guess if it's posted, you made it. I decided to just post it anyway. But anyway, Franklin Covey Compact, going forward for at least the rest of the year. Because I think I'm going to need more room. I'm going to need more space. And listen, I've been in here for all of October. I did get my personal out, but I hadn't really hopped into personal. I was just updating stuff and like, do I want to come in here? Do I not? I didn't do any dailies in there. I caught up a couple of weeks to kind of see how I would like it, if it was going to work for me. And, but I stayed in here, and staying in here has helped me kind of like, I've been journaling more. I made a decision to commit to FCC for this coming quarter. I know that it will help me have more room and be able to spread out as I get into the holidays. I don't think that is out of the norm. I think I need to settle and let my brain trust a system. That's what I journaled on September 29th. It's been an up and down. It's been an up and down. But you know, even though I had a few battles, you know, FCC won the war, so to speak. I have liked the extra room of like journaling for my tarot. I like the extra, I even added a page for my tarot. I've liked journaling if I don't have a day full of stuff. It's usually because there's something going on and I wasn't getting a lot done. I would like mark my little micro journaling. I've had a lot of turmoil this month. There's been a lot of anxiety. We've had our house renovation. It was coming to an end and we were trying to wrap up things. I applied for a new job. My job changed a lot. That caused a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. I haven't slept a lot this month. My meds changed and I haven't been sleeping. We had some family turmoil this month. Not my immediate family, like some extended family, some drama. And we dealt with that. It was my mom and my son's birthday this month. I did get to take her to the Food and Wine Festival, so that was a fun thing. This is the day, so I didn't pull out my rings until the 19th. That was about midway through the month. And it says I did fill out some. I know this has a lot to do with my stress feeling around using my covers. I don't know why I do. It's my pockets don't give me this kind of anxiety. I'm okay with those sitting on the shelf. What the problem is, some more journaling for tarot. So that was this past week that kind of gave me, and I kept telling myself to throw it all away. I did throw it away. It showed back up on my counter. Somebody dragged it out of the trash because they thought it got accidentally thrown away. And I was like, maybe that's a sign. This is kind of what my days are looking at. Throw out personal, tear it up, shred it, shut up your brain. I went yesterday to my cousin's gender reveal. She's going to have a little boy. We're super excited about that. I told my cousin, my direct cousin is her husband. And I said, dude, you have 4 brothers and 1 sister. There's no way in this God's green earth you are going to get a girl. So... poor kid. But anyway, they're excited. They're just happy that the baby's healthy and everything's going well. So that's really all that matters. But I think Sav wanted a girl, and because she's surrounded by a bunch of boys. Even my girl cousin, his sister had a boy. Like, I mean, and I know that has to do with his dad, but I know how that works. But like, they just couldn't get away from all the testosterone. So I said, well, you always got a second chance, which will be their 3rd kid. But I was like, you already got it. You can always try again, you know. Anyway. But that's kind of how my month has gone. I'm looking forward to this last month. This has also allowed me to do a lot of journaling in the back. And these are different sections of journaling, like personal versus FCC. I was doing that. This was about my job changing so much. And kind of about that. This was a separate journaling section. I was just journaling wherever there was white space. Then this was, I watched the Franklin Covey training on YouTube again, just to kind of freshen up on it. And I was taking notes in here, and I like I said, I love writing in here. This was messy. When it looks like this, it's very, there's a lot of emotion and anxiety behind it. This is not a bear. This was my journaling thing that I was trying to tell myself. This is not a bear. This is just, you know, a job interview. It will not change your life. If you don't get the job, you just keep doing what you're doing, and that's not going to change your life in any way, shape, or form. Nobody's putting pressure on you but yourself. So if I get this job, I wrote down some work ideas and needs. I thought about going back and getting another degree because, you know, my life isn't turmoil enough. Let's add school to it and get another master's degree. Some more journaling about personal and liking this size. I did journal in my personal pages too. I wrote about 3 pages worth of journaling in there to see how I liked the different size, and this size definitely went over. But, you know, staying in this size for this month has really helped my brain kind of relax a little bit. I did have like a week of anxiety of whether I wanted to stay or not, but I think I got chocolate on my thing, and it's fine. Knowing that you're going to be in here allows your brain to like trust your system, and allows your brain to relax because you know where your information is going to be. You're not worried about, are we going to switch or whatever? I had, like I said, November weeklies in here, but I'd printed the wrong ones. And then when I printed the right ones, I realized the numbers that I had are too light. I made them too light. So I need to go back in and make them dark. They're small enough. That's fine. They were small. I wanted to make them small, but I put them in gray, and I put them in a too light of a gray. So when they print out, they don't print out so I can see them. So I'm going to make them black and maybe just like a font size bigger. Because I wanted them to blend in with the background enough. I need to be able to see them. Y'all know I'm sight impaired. But I wanted them to blend in enough that I could ignore them and write over them if I needed to. So anyway, so I took those out, but I left the all my dailies in here so I could start setting those up. I'm going to set up all of November and dailies, and then I'll take out some of these. I've been thinking of putting my work back in here. Work has been fine, but I tend to lose my to-dos in my work notebook. I may keep it for notes, for like daily notes, but my to-dos and my planning, I think, need to come back in here. So I may go back to my day on 4 page where I have, like, I'll have my personal with my schedule here, and then on the second page I'll have my work schedule and then my to-dos on here, but nothing, not notes, not future to-dos, none of that. I think my notes and everything will continue to go in my work notebook. But I need something that stands out for to-dos, and color coding did not stick. I just couldn't get the hang of it. My brain just didn't like it. So I think putting my to-dos in here, like my actual planning, will be fine. And I think even somebody had even suggested, I don't remember who it was, maybe making a separate section in my thing for work, and have a divider for just work. That may work too. I may have separate weeklies and dailies just for work. If, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If putting it back doesn't work, then I may try that. I may try having like a home, personal, you know, and then a work. But I think my brain likes it better when I can see my whole week on one page. And I've kind of missed having like my schedule and then my work to-dos on the left, my home to-dos on the right. And if I just do to-dos, that's fine. And then I can make like home notes or work notes or something. I don't know. We'll see. That will get it. I think that'll work itself out. But I kind of liked the idea of having like just personal and then having work, so they're not on the same page, because I don't look at them at the same time. And yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, we'll see how November works out. So let's plan for next week real quick. Or at least I'll show you what I have planned for next week. This video is getting long. So this is next week. I've already kind of got it laid out. I have my work and my home on here. For personal, I have to go get my car fixed. It's some sort of recall, and they've got to do something to it. So I do that on Tuesday. I have a hair appointment on Thursday. My husband has a doctor's appointment on Saturday morning. We have my family Halloween party or fall party on Saturday afternoon. We're having soup. So I got to get the stuff for that. It's a busy week at work. I have one of my coworkers is out these 2 days. And then the daughter has an appointment Monday morning. It's a county fair. I don't know if we're going to go or not. My son went yesterday, not last night, night before, and he said there was absolutely nothing there. We do have a trunk or treat. My granddaughters have dance. I know they're going to go to the fair on Tuesday because it's buy one, get one night. Buy one, get one to get in, and buy one, get one bands that you can ride rides. So I think they're going to go with some friends. If we go, it'd probably be this night here when they go. Like I said, we might run up to the school trunk or treat. I don't even know if they're going to go to the school trunk or treat because that's dance night. And she's pretty big on she does not like to make us dance for anything. She does acro and she loves it. So we'll see. I need to get party food. So I'm going to make beer cheese soup. It's going to be my party food. We're going to make pretzels to go with them. I got to pick up my mom's disc from her MRI. That's got to get done. We're going to do Christmas decorations on Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to get that done. I want to go by Hobby Lobby. Their planner stuff is 40% off this coming week. It's on that rotation, so I want to get some more day stickers. I have a bunch of returns I need to do. I need to do some Amazon returns. We have a bunch of flooring we need to return to Home Depot that we never opened. Lowe's, I have a few things from Lowe's I need to return. I need to get my car, I need to clean out my car and run through the car wash sometime this week. I did our meal planning already. I don't have any calls. I don't know how realistic it is that I'm going to get any cleaning done because we got a pretty busy week ahead of us. Because I do like to leave some white space for our planning, like day afternoons, because I know 2 afternoons I have taken up, and then I have, when one is at dance, I have the other one, so we have that, and then this night here I have one, my youngest granddaughter, so I try to leave those open. I did try these stickies this week. Oh, I need to pick up my meds. They'll be ready Monday, so I can take that off. I'd already had this written out, so I figured I'd just go ahead and use it. But I did this week. I didn't have a bunch of stuff this week, but I didn't care for this, so I don't think I'm going to continue to do it. What I think I'm going to do is have home here, home to-dos, maybe shrink some of this stuff up, and then have work on this side. And then if I need more space, I can always add another one of these in the middle here for home, or whatever. I just don't think, I'm not liking a sticky note. You're either a sticky note person or you're not, I think. It's very rarely I use sticky notes. Usually they're for something like this, where I don't want to put something on paper, but I've been making notes about what I'm going to change on my symptom and sleep tracker. Or I'll stick it on something to, like, I'll write it out. These are my appointments only because these are individual appointments, so those work out there. This is notes I was taking on kind of what I wanted to switch up next year, but I took these with the intention of putting all that stuff on here, but I just never did. But I don't use a lot of sticky notes. I like them for the habit trackers, just as like a record of what I did. So I don't need to do my plants tomorrow. They got done today. I never worked out. I've been going to bed late every night all week. That is also anxiety symptoms. It's anxiety driven for me. I cleaned our bathroom today. This is my inside plants. I did those today. My morning plants are my inside plants. My afternoon plants are my outside plants. But I did both today. And then I took my meds this morning. I forgot yesterday. And I want to keep track of my ADD meds, so I can put that on here because I want to change that up. I want to start keeping track of that when I take my ADD meds. It's on my big symptom tracker, but if I track it weekly, then I have a better understanding. Anyway, I cleaned out my personal inserts. That's good. And we cleaned out the fridge already. All right, so that's what my week looks like next week. Kind of this. And then I have my dailies I need to set up. So let's set those up. So Monday, my daughter has a DEXA scan. And like all the women in my family are getting DEXA scans. They just figured out, you know, that it's important. Isn't that nice? Need to work on this up here. This is the ED work group. And then granddaughter has dance. Okay. This is an education work group. CEU work group. We have awareness training. Synchronous. This is the listen kind of thing. Lean Six Sigma. And then my car appointment is right after work. Ooh, it's getting dark outside. Okay. And then Education. We're building a bunch of education right now. Or revamping a bunch of education. Documentation education. So this is co-workers out. Policy committee. Length of stay call. Thursday is always busy because I have back-to-back meetings. It's always back-to-back meetings on Thursday. And then I have a hair appointment. And this is school trunk or treat. And then my granddaughter has dance. So maybe they'll go like and then go straight to dance. I'm not sure. There is no school this day. They go to a private school, so this is their teacher work day. And then I have no meetings that day. Whew. Bless America. Husband has a doctor's appointment. We have the family party. And then this is the last day of the fair. If we want anything, and this is also the Day of the Dead. Okay. And that's kind of how my week goes. And then Friday, October is over and we start a whole new month. Right? That's kind of how it goes. I've been marking off all the days I've been not hopping. And again, I got it out and I was filling out my personal, but I never went into it. I was just kind of carrying it with me, trying to decide if I wanted to go into it. I didn't print anything. I didn't do anything with it. It already had all the stuff. And yeah. So that's kind of how my week has gone. This is kind of where I've landed with my Franklin Covey Compact. And my planner anxiety. Again, I listen to this and make sure it makes some sense and it's not crazy sounding. I did do a little Amazon haul. I got some more of these date stickers. These are the colored ones. They have, I got both of these for $9 for both sets. These are the colored ones. I hadn't seen these before. I think they've had them. Maybe I just haven't bought them before. But there's like red, orange, brown, green, blue, purple, red. It's like a pinkish color, a lighter green, a different color, blue, like a dark gray blue, a maroon, and then or like a dark brown and a light brown, and this is more like a chestnut color, I guess. So they're each a different color. I thought they were cool looking, and I thought I'd just get the combo back because it was only, it's $7 for one set, and then like for $2 more you got this set. And I was like, you know what, I bet I can use them. And they're fairly cheap for date stickers if you want to date your whole month and use them. You can. and I think they make great day stickers. Then you can't, it has Monday through Sunday on here, so you could just circle whatever day it is if you wanted to, or highlight it, or however you wanted to do it. I just throw down like a day sticker with them on the weeklies. The way my weeks are set up, they fit really well in this area up here, and then I just throw a day sticker on top of them. You can do that, but they're a fairly inexpensive way to get a month and a date sticker for cheap. And then if you have an undated planner, they're great. And then I also got another, because I cut the last of this Tomo River paper that's gridded that I love so much. I just love the feel of this. I love flipping through it. I love writing on it. I think that's a lot of the reason I've been writing in here, is because I haven't been using the Stalogy paper. I've been using this. So I got another one of these. It's A5, and it's 20 bucks, and it's 368 pages. Divide that by 2, that's how many sheets is in here. But 134, yeah. I just love how it fluffs up. Even flipping through it causes it to fluff. So if you're looking for a good bullet journal, this is great. It's 5mm grid, which is what I like. That's what fits my handwriting. I haven't had any Tomo River paper issues. Does it transfer? Yes, but I use a very dark, thick pen. Probably not if you were to use like 0.36 or something. But I use like 0.7 and 1, so I don't, because I don't like scratchy. It's the sound for me and the feel. I don't like the scratchy sound and feel on the paper. But I like the thicker, bolder, that writes smoother, and it's quiet. But anyway, I bought another one of these, so this will last me a while. I think I'll have enough to get me through probably into January at least. Because with it being A5, I can only cut it down to 1 page. So I can't like cut it sideways or anything like that because it's not wide enough. And they don't sell the 5mm grid in like A4 or letter size. It's either plain or lined, and none of that will work for me. I like the grid. So, and this is the cheapest version to buy the whole book, even though it's hardback, not super hardback, but like cardboard stiffener to hardback. But this is a great alternative if you want something to write in. Let's say you got the Common Core planner from Sterling Ink that only has the monthlies and the weeklies in it and the goal pages with no back pages. This would be a great addition to have that, and then have this as just dailies and lists and things would get you through. These would be a great alternative to this, and this is made by, I don't know, Saki TP, made in Japan. I don't know if you can see that. Paper. I don't know who makes it. Saki Technical Paper Corporation. But they're linked down below. I get them off Amazon, and it's linked below in the description. These notebooks are. So these have, like I said, have been really good. And I haven't had the Tomo River paper issues that people are having. All right. So that's my weekly plan. That's my forward plan. That's my chatty chat. That's my controversial talk. That's my talking myself off a ledge, and getting my crap together, so to speak. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any feedback let me know. Sorry it got dark, but it got really dark outside. It looks like it's about to freaking storm. All right. Sorry, I'm standing up. Like I said, put it all down below. And until next time, y'all. Bye.